This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world.
Greetings, travelers. I'm your host, the C-Dot that knows a lot, Dr. Waluigi. The third episode of this series introduces us to one of the few reoccurring, kinda sorta villains. I'll explain later in this, my review of the third episode of the Beauty and the Beast series, Siege.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule.
The episode begins with Vincent coming across some goons trying to burn down an apartment building with the tenants inside. After saving him, Vincent befriends one of the tenants, played by Albert Haig, and tells Catherine about their troubles. At the same time, Catherine meets up with a business developer named Elliot Birch, played by Edward Albert, who she starts to have feelings for, but soon finds out just how much of a scoundrel he really is.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule.
Since there is only one new reoccurring character, I'll talk about the characters we only see in this episode. You do get the usual slimeball villain grunts, and the leader acting like he's this high and mighty know-it-all that gets his ass handed to him after meeting Vincent, that are fine in this episode, but I will admit they still fall into the villains of the week archetype. But I do love the main tenants that we focus on with Misha and Sophie, who just want to live happily in their home and are willing to fight for it because they know what it's like to deal with evil people and being evicted. With the major minor characters out of the way, let's talk about the new recurring antagonist of the series, Elliot Birch. I consider this character to be the Gaston of the series, a charming character that is the exact opposite of Vincent, as he doesn't care about any of the older people in the apartment building he owns and wants to tear it down to replace it for new buildings so that younger, more rich people who he considers more important can live in them. I can't say that he's a straight-up villain, since his actions aren't directed at Vincent or the people in the world below, since he doesn't know of their existence. But what he's doing is wrong, and when he tries to explain himself to Catherine, it comes off more like he's avoiding a problem to make himself look good for her. He would appear in more episodes throughout the show, but I will say for this episode, his introduction is one that gave many fans quite the head turn for being the first of Catherine's love interests that made her and Vincent's relationship very complicated.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule.
One thing I love about this episode is the struggle that Vincent and Catherine are faced with when it comes to their relationship. Both of them obviously want to be together as a couple, but not just due to how Vincent looks. Catherine knows that their relationship is one that she feels can't work because of the different worlds they live in. So when she starts to fall in love with Elliot, she does see a lot of Vincent in him, as she thinks that he cares about the people of New York when she hears about how he was raised and what he wants to do to help them. And it hurts Vincent when he feels her emotions with their empathic connection, knowing he can never offer her the love that she wants from him. This is one of the many strengths of the series, how the writers take these characters from a fairy tale and expand and grow their relationship for a modern audience.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule.
Most of the negatives I have with this episode are mainly nitpicks, like the usual recycled clips, but the one major nitpick I have is that I wish the henchmen were a little more intimidating. I feel like the henchmen in this and several other episodes were either downplayed or were the same stereotypical goons that ain't afraid of nothing. And it just got really boring having to see the same kind of henchmen that would play out throughout the show. I do get why they were written this way, and not every episode had henchmen who were like this, but they were few and far between.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule.
This is one of my personal favorite episodes that introduced a great reoccurring antagonist and had a lot of great Vincent and Catherine moments that showed the ups and downs of their relationship, and how they would grow as a couple throughout the series. Overall, I give this episode an 8 out of 10. Can't wait to share more of this great series and more of Elliot Birch's moments throughout the show. Thanks for watching, I'm Dr. Waluigi, and remember, don't judge a book by its cover, cause you'll never know what's inside. Good night, everyone.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world, a world apart from mine.